Hello everyone, welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of Snap Judgments, and today we've got a bundle review for every single bundle that is in Marvel Snap. Before we talk about those, we're going to talk about a lot of bundles that cost from $15 to $100. I'd like to remind everyone that the single best bundle that you can get in the game is the Season Pass, with which you get a 6,000 token card for a whole $10, and then you get a bunch of other resources on top of that. And then the next best money you can spend on Marvel Snap is the 30-day gold pass, which is 1,800 gold over a 30-day period. There is nothing that compares to the value of these two, and that's probably where you should be starting your spending if you're willing to. We're going to talk about a lot more ways to spend, including gold, but there is a new standard best gold thing if you're not saving up large amounts, and that is the weekly booster bundle. So if you're interested in that weekly booster bundle, that bundle will often give you absolutely amazing value in exchange for a low amount of gold. In fact, if you just buy your gold pass, you should be able to afford this every week and thus be turning your gold really effectively into new cards and progress. Before we go forward, I need to ask you all, what gets you into a mobile game? I was hooked from the start by a mobile game by fast gameplay. I needed to be quick because I'm always on the move, and I need Marvel characters or some characters I can relate with. I personally am a really big fan of Marvel characters, so I just tried another game that combined my love of that sort of fast-paced gameplay with Marvel's greatest characters, and that game is even completely free to play if you want it to be. Like, you can spend money if you want, but you don't have to. I've been progressing without spending a thing really well. I want to introduce our sponsor for today's video, Marvel Strike Force, which is the ultimate squad-based RPG. Hopefully you're going to join the game and use the link in the description in order to join me in playing it. Now, I downloaded this game over the weekend, and I absolutely can't put it down. It's the 7-year anniversary of the game. That's right, 7 years, so this one is lasting the long haul. And with the promo code 7, you can unlock a free Cyclops and Nightcrawler. Long-term viewers know that Cyclops is my dude. That is my favorite Marvel character. Crawler is another personal favorite, so being able to start with them is super freaking cool. I've been grinding up to unlock a full X-Men team. I'm a Forge away. I also got Sunspot. I've been grinding up to unlock a full X-Men team, but for now, I'm crushing with Mockingbird. She's completely soloing a ton of missions and a ton of content for me. She's insanely good. There's also a big free character giveaway this March built around the Starjammers, which are in this game Lilandra, Howard the Duck, Havoc, and Rocket Raccoon, and Groot, not Rocket and Groot together, Rocket and Groot separately. They even have unlockable costumes from comics, movies, and more. And that last bit with the unlockable costumes is amazing. My son and I have started watching the MCU recently. We just finished Iron Man 2. We've unlocked the Hulk, we've unlocked Iron Man. These are really great, and as we've unlocked them, he's excited to play with me now. So download the game, join us, and we can all get excited about this game together. Thanks for checking it out. Check the link in the description. All right, next up, we've got the Intel Architect bundle. This is our first bundle that we're going to talk about, and it is in the shop as this video is out. This is $50, and basically what you get is Sage and 3,000 tokens with 3,000 gold. This is good value at 169%. This is a if you want Sage bundle. Sage, in particular, comes with goes in very specific decks. It goes in Mr. Negative, which is a relatively cheap deck. So if you get Sage and Gore, you have access to a high tier negative deck that is very cheap. Plus, this goes in various like smaller mid-range shells or bounce shells as a good finisher. It's not the best card or the most required, but it is a very good card overall. This one is 3,000 gold and 3,000 collector's tokens that come with it. 3,000 tokens means you can just buy a Series 4 card, which is again a pretty good deal. So you get access to a Series 5 card, and for anyone who doesn't know, you'll still have to unlock the base card at some point, but you can play the card with just the variant, so you should be totally fine there. So you get the 3,000 collector's tokens, you get to play Sage, and then you can buy an extra Series 4 card, and you get 3,000 gold, which you can use on other bundles, which you can use on that little bundle we just talked about, or you can use in a way that we'll tell you about at the end of the video. There's a lot of different ways to use this Sage and use that bundle. I think this one's a really solid buy. I don't know if it's going to make our top 5. We are going to have a top 5 at the end of the video. Next up, we've got the Cannonball and Scream bundle. This is Scream and Shout, $100, 416 bundle value, which we don't really care about. We care about the currency value. 180% is huge. This is a Series 4 and a Series 5 card, and it's not just any Series 4 and 5 card. These are meta cards. Cannonball is an absolutely stellar card, one of the best 5 drops in the game, even if it's Series 4 now. And Scream is one of the best 5-drops in the game. Just an absolutely busted card that creates a deck archetype all by her lonesome. Plus you get 3,000 gold, which again can be used to further progress. But what's really nice here is if you're early collection, and I'm assuming you are if you're getting Cannonball and Scream, you get 3 Spotlight keys, which means you can save that for a week with multiple things, and you can turn that into 2 or 3 extra new cards. So this for $100 could get you up to like 4 or 5 new cards, which just seems wildly strong, wildly effective. I think that this is going to end up being one of the best, but we have to keep going to really be sure. Next up, we've got the Fenris Wolf bundle. This one was changed from a cash bundle to a gold bundle, 5,000 gold, but only 134% currency. Fenris is a very good card. I'm recording this right before the OTA, so I'm not sure if Hela is going to get hit. If Hela isn't hit, Fenris is a solid counter. You get, for 5,000 gold, you get a good Series 5 card, although not a great one. This one could really take off next week when Firehair comes out. It's hard to tell. With 3,000 collectors tokens, which is again a Series 4 card. 2,000 credits is fine. It's nothing special. The credits just don't feel like enough to really push this one over the top for me, unless Fenris Wolf ends up crazy meta with the new Firehair card, in which case we can revisit this and push this up. Before we go forward, I'm going to ask you to hit that sub button if you're willing. We give you 7 days a week of Marvel Snap videos. This week we did a whopping 10 videos, so hit that sub, like, and comment if you want the most thorough Marvel Snap content. Every single day we give you at least 3 brand new decks for you to try and play, so if you're interested in Marvel Snap, this is going to be the place for you. Also, we're giving away a season pass this week. All you have to do is like and comment as long as you're subbed to the channel, and subbing is free, right? So it's a totally free way to win a, not Iron Patriot, actually Agamotto. So if you're interested in winning that Agamotto, please hit that sub, like, and then I'll tell you which comment to leave later this video. Someone this week will win Agamotto from this video. Next up, we have the Titans of the Cosmos Awaken bundle. This is an absolutely mid bundle. Currency value is really solid here at 180%, right? But this one comes with a Series 1 card, Blue Marvel, and a Series 5 card, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is a solid Series 5 card. This is kind of part of why I say the Season Pass is such great value, right? You're going to get 8,000 gold and 8,000 credits, but it costs $100 frickin' dollars. You get 1,200 gold and like 1,000 credits for $10 with this card when it was Season Pass. So like that's just so much better value. However, this is a really cool looking Gilgamesh. It comes with 8,000 credits. 8,000 credits is like a Spotlight key and a half though. That's not that great as far as what we're getting for our extra value here. That's part of what's going to push this down. However, if you are a credits player, if you are in Series 3 in particular, credits have extra value and you can move this on up. 8,000 gold is a lot. This is going to be, I think, the most gold we're going to see in any bundle, and 8,000 gold can lead you to getting almost, like if you buy a gold pass, you're basically, and you complete your weekly missions, you're basically at getting 2 of the gold bundles, which is really solid value. That's really what's holding this deck up, that extra gold value, or if you're a Series 3 player. Zoo is also relatively cheap to play. You need Gilgamesh, you need Marvel Boy, and you need Mockingbird, so if you have those other cards, this one can go on up. Black Swan for 25 bucks for 4,000. This is the cheapest you're going to find a Series 5 card, I believe, in this whole video. It's a cool variant. It's 4,000 credits. That's decent. You're probably you're getting most of the way to a Spotlight key with that 4,000 credits, and you're getting a Series 5 card. However, Black Swan doesn't really have a place in the meta. Bounce decks are even moving away from the card as they go more and more into Werewolf by Night, which means that this one is a decent value and reasonably cheap, but also just not right now a really great card, which hurts because I love me some Bounce. Next up, we got the Luna Snow bundle. This one is another gold bundle, 5,000 gold. You're getting another Series 4 card with your Luna Snow and 2,000 credits. That's a poopy amount of credits, bluntly. I'm looking for this to really go up because 134% currency value, this is about the same as the other one, right? It's actually exactly the same as the Sage, except Sage is a better card than Luna. Luna's had more and more decks lately. She is finding her home, but she's nowhere near the card Sage is, and if you're going to get one of the 2 cards for the same value, you should probably go grab Sage. Next up, we've got Beta Ray Bill. This is a Series 4 card for relatively cheap. They actually nerfed 500 gold off this since last time we talked. Again, that's why we update this every month, because they do change the values. 3,000 gold for 25 bucks is not bad with Beta Ray Bill, but again, this is nothing to call home about. It seems like mostly if they're giving you a Series 4 or 5 card for cheaper, they're sort of knocking you on the value elsewhere. I'd rather have Black Swan than this just because Series 5 cards are double the cost of Series 4 cards, should you ever want them with tokens. And a lot of things give you 3,000 tokens, like incidentally, so you can just buy a Series 4 card. So I think this one's probably ultimately a skip. I'm not a big Chromatic Charge fan, even though, Horse Thor is kind of awesome. Next up, we have Gore, and this is one of my favorite bundles because Gore is amazing. Gore has a number of decks, and a lot of what Gore goes with is, like, if you have Ravonna, a Series 4 card, Iron Man, and Mystique, you can fundamentally build a Gore deck. That's really all it takes to build a competitive and reasonable Gore deck. 169% is really solid here. What I also very, very much like about this bundle is 6,000 Collector's Tokens says you not only get Gore, you get a Series 5 card of your choice with those tokens, so it is giving you an extra Series 5 card, and it's giving you 6,000 gold, which you should be able to, if you spend wisely, turn into either 1 or 2 more new cards. So much like that previous Scream bundle, this is amazing value for your $100 if you spend your resources that you get with it wisely. Scream, if you end up using your keys on a month that you have 2 cards you need, or sorry, on a week that you have 2 cards you need, is going to get you either 4 or 5 cards. Gore, if you, depending on what you use your 6,000 gold on, is going to get you either 4 or 5 cards. Top-notch stuff right there. I think the keys are a little better because they have a chance to get you more high value cards, but 6,000 tokens is really, really nice, y'all. I think that this one's really good, and Gore is great, so this is a very good combo. Next up, we have Birds Aren't Real. Great name. $35 for 164%, 2,000 gold, 2,000 credits, 3,000 gold. I really can't suggest you buy this. I think, and Red Wing is a 3/4 now, excuse me, but I think Red Wing is severely underrated. I've really enjoyed a Thursday 4 Red Wing deck that we've played for a while. It's one of the Infinite ones, right? Like, that's basically what this card is for. It's a ramp card, and that's really fun, but like 3,000 gold and 2,000 credits just isn't enough for your $35. So I think that this is ultimately a skip unless that week comes and you desperately need the gold or something, or you're dying to play Red Wing decks and this gives you access. So ultimately, I'm not big on this bundle. The collector's bundle, I know a lot of people are saving for. 8,000 gold for 9,000 tokens seems like an amazing deal. And it's not bad. It's the best currency value we're going to get, but we should be able to, when we use gold, spend our gold on a card, right? And then still be able to use the resources we get to sort of equal another card. This one says you're going to get to buy a Series 5 card and a Series 3 card, which is nice, right? I just don't think that this is quite as good as people are making it out to be. This is great value, don't get me wrong. But I don't think this is significantly better than the gold bundles, and we will do a ranking of these at the end. Next up, we have the Wisteria Marksman. Wisteria Marksman is a Kate Bishop Hawkeye bundle. This is $50, 3,000 tokens and 3,000 gold, 169%. This one is a little higher for me than it is for most people. If you just got Wiccan and you need Kate Bishop, this is a very good bundle to get because Kate is amazing in Wiccan decks. 3,000 gold and 3,000 tokens are both the exact threshold I want them to be. I can get this and a Series 4 card and find extra value. I can then turn the 3,000 gold probably into another card, or I can use the 3,000 tokens and combine that with the 3,000 gold to get another Series 5 card for $50. This one isn't bad. This one is severely underrated. I don't think it's going to make our top buys, but it is a good choice. Rocket and Groot is right now a meta card at 156%. I'm not sure it's going to be by April 29th in Marvel Snap turns. That's a long way away, but 3,000 collector's tokens for Rocket and Groot is pretty good. What you'll notice is this is a whopping 14% worse. 14% is a lot worse than Kate Bishop. I think Rocket Groot is better than Kate Bishop, but I don't think it's 14%. I don't think it's that much worse than Kate Bishop. Thus, I think I'd rather have the Kate bundle, although Rocket Groot is right now a meta card. It goes in a lot of decks. It is filler in a lot of decks, though, and Kate is required for a lot of decks. I am slightly higher on the Kate bundle than this, but they are relatively close given the value. Again, Rocket Groot is a great card right now, but the meta can move an awful lot by then, and it's very hard for me to imagine Kate not being a meta card, but it's relatively easy for me to imagine threes sort of crowding Rocket and Groot out of the meta. Then we have Valentina, 156% for $25. This was really okay value when this was a Series 5 card, but Valentina is Series 4, and you're getting just slightly too few tokens. Again, unless there's that 2,500 tokens is putting you over the top, this is likely a skip. Makes me sad, but I don't think you buy this. Unless you got Isan. If you got Isan, you don't have Valentina. This one shoots up in value. Outside of that, though, you don't actually need this. Hey, our season pass question, if you'd like to enter to win that Agamotto we're giving away, is just very simply, which of these bundles are you looking to buy? Anything from the season pass to Valentina to I don't know, Red Wing. Which are you looking to buy, or just pure gold bundles? How are you going to spend your resources in Marvel Snap? Cool. Don't forget to check out a stream. Tomorrow I will be on the front page of Twitch at Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/PulseGlazer. Do check it out. We're going to have a ridiculous amount of giveaways. So if you want to win some of this free stuff, that's a really good place to check. Next up, we've got the Waifu Widow bundle. This one is 25 bucks, 160%. 4,000 credits is a good amount, but White Widow sucks. So we're not going to really look at buying this unless they figure out how to make White Widow good. It's possible with a million OTAs between now and May 1st they do, but we'll revisit this in a later month if White Widow ends up buffed. Athena bundle. I'm in love with this. I think that this one is absolutely incredible. We've got 100 bucks for Athena. Athena is not all over the meta, but she's more than good enough to see play in plenty of decks. 9,000 tokens is a ton. 9,000 tokens is a series. So for your $100, you get a Series 5 card, another Series 5 card, and then with your 3,000 gold and 3,000 tokens, you can turn that into a third Series 5 card, or you can turn that into a Series 2 Series 4 cards, or you can do lots of other really, really interesting and powerful things. I like this bundle a lot. I think they're doing really well with the $100 bundles all of a sudden, outside of that Gilgamesh Blue Marvel one, which I don't love. This is the worst of the gold bundles coming. I like Cersei. Cersei does not like me, and she often gives me bad things. 5,000 gold for 3,000 tokens and 3,000 credits is solid, but this is the lowest currency value of the gold bundles that we've looked at so far, and Cersei is probably the least meta card that's coming in a gold bundle. As much as I enjoy her, as much as I want her to be meta, as of right now, she's really just not, outside of that deck I featured in Wednesday's video, which is really good, but like, you don't need to go out of your way for her. I think that this is ultimately a skip. It's also very easy for me to imagine Cersei being a future series drop, although that's not on the horizon yet. All right, this value is incredible. 192% for $15 is great. If you'd like to play Phoenix Force, just grab this. 1,500 gold, 1,000 credits is about as good a deal as you're going to get. 192% currency is about as good as you're going to get. Nice and cheap, barely more than the season pass. $5 more than the season pass. You get, honestly, about the same currency you're going to get from the season pass. Stellar value. Go do this one. Next up, we have Bullseye. This is the Shuffling Sharpshooter bundle in May. 3,000 tokens and 2,500 gold is slightly less gold than I'd really want from this bundle for 50 bucks. However, Bullseye is one of the only cards you need for a meta high series deck. If you can figure out how to get either Frigga or which I thought had a bundle, but apparently did not. If you can figure out a way to get Frigga, Frigga's coming in Spotlights. If you can figure out a way to get Frigga from Spotlights, and you have Dakin, or you can just buy Dakin with that 3,000 tokens, then you have a meta deck. And I don't expect that deck to get nerfed anytime soon. I think Bullseye's great, and thus this is really, really solid value because it gives you access to a whole new deck, a whole new budget deck just by buying this bundle, assuming again you can find a way to get Frigga. Next up, we got Diamondback, and this is another relatively low value bundle. I do like this one a little better than the Cersei. Both go in very expensive decks. Both Cersei and Diamondback go in very expensive decks. Those are the two we're going to really compare here. However, I want the 8,000 credits more than I want what comes with Cersei. And I think Diamondback's high cost deck is better than Cersei's high cost deck. So I think that this is a reasonably good value for your 5,000, although I'd still rather get the earlier 5,000 like Fenris Wolf as a rule. Finally, we have the Marvel Boy bundle. Marvel Boy for 50 bucks, 160% is okay. 8,000 credits is very good. Again, if you're in your Series 3 journey and really miss playing Zoo, this and Gilgamesh will give you Zoo for 150 bucks and then a bunch of other progress. These bundles are like a pair of Series 3 value stuff. All right, so top 5 gold bundles are first, Who Let the Dogs Out, the Fenris Wolf bundle for 5k gold. Fenris Wolf is the most meta card coming for gold, and it's really, really solid value. The Blizzard Beats is next. I do think Luna is severely underrated and getting better and better. It would not surprise me to somewhere down the line see her be a fully meta card. She, for 5,000 gold at 134%, is slightly worse than Fenris Wolf, but still very good. Again, the Fenris Wolf for 5,000 gold is great, I think, because Fenris Wolf has a chance to be seriously meta with Fire Hair and it counters Hela and does all these things, while Luna is just becoming more and more meta. After these two, I think the Collector's bundle would be what I'd look at 141%. Remember that you're getting a Series 5 card no matter what, from Fenris, Luna, or the Collector's Bundle. What you're choosing is what you get for the extra stuff, and I think the extra stuff of getting Fenris or Luna is just better than the Collector's Bundle, but it's close enough that I wouldn't fault anyone who goes for the extra 7%. I just don't think 7% is quite enough to go over the top. After that, at about equal, we just talked about it like 35 seconds ago, I have the Diamondback bundle, which they don't have a name for yet, for 5,000 gold at 128% over the Ethereal Architect Cersei for 5,000 gold at 124%. Those are both great. You have two other options to spend your gold. That sort of booster pack that we talked about at the start is about as good, at least in my opinion, as getting Diamondback or the Ethereal Architect. So unless you're going for one of the top three, I don't mind just spending on that. However, I think what I would be doing with my gold is it certainly seems like in April, we're going to get another round of what's it called? Sanctum Showdown. And if we get another round of Sanctum Showdown, then suddenly, literally, all of a sudden, we have some amazing new ways to spend gold. That new value, that new bundle is going to, that mode gives you up to, at least this time, up to 7 new cards, right? But that's a crazy grind. However, the gold conversion rate, and that is better than anything else. What you have to consider, and I had Lauren Whatevs do the math on this, what you have to consider if you're saving gold for that is if the card you're likely to get that's unowned you think is better than Fenris or Luna, it's worth it. I think the card you're getting from an unowned is likely to be better than Luna, but not likely to be better than Fenris. So I would really be saving for that Fenris. But outside of that, I'd probably be saving my gold for that big Sanctum Showdown return. However, if you have Fenris, Luna, and you're not going to save for that mode, you hated it, you're never going to play it, you don't want to use stuff on refreshes or just buying things in that mode in gold, then feel free to just use the booster packs that are out. Our top 5 bundles of cash for pure value are as follows. One, with like a huge star with like big shiny loveliness, is getting the Series 5 card Agamotto. The season pass, whether you care about that card or not, is always going to be the best value in the game. It is, by this type of math, well over 200% value. I think it's actually, whereas this is 192% value, it's also the only way you can get what is always a really powerful card for the month. It doesn't even come close. If you're going to spend money on value, the season pass is where to go. And then the gold pass is significantly better than any of the rest of these as well, which is worth knowing. Cool. So for $15, if you're going to spend those $15, I consider this game a $10 subscription model to buy the season pass. I also buy the gold pass though, so I can always grab whatever variants I want. That's what you're looking to do. The single best value bundle is the Phoenix Force one. $15 for 192% is great. Next up, we have Scream and Shout. $100 for 180% is really, 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 really high. Again, you're getting near season pass value out and up to, because it's 3 keys, up to like 5 new cards. Again, if you are early collection, I think this one's like one of the easiest buys in the world, because you wait for a really good spotlight week and you use all 3 of those keys with whatever one you have saved over, and you end up with 5 or 6 new cards for this $100. I think like $20 a card is really great value, right? Next up, we have Titans of the Cosmos Gilgamesh for $100 at 180%. Really great value, even if it's not my favorite. Lethal Allure is right there though, $100, 178%. 9% or 11% worse is the Killing Them with Cuteness Gore bundle for $100. I like the breakdown of resources in that a lot, but it is significantly less value. That's the exact same bundle as the Sage bundle you can get for half price, although it's worth remembering that if you decide to ever spend $150 on the game, you're going to end up with a crap ton of new cards, and Gore and Sage give you access to a negative deck. Kate Bishop also has the same value as these cards. Kate goes with Wiccan, so if you got Wiccan, that's one to strongly consider. However, this is my actual suggestions. First, buy the damn season pass and buy the gold pass. If you would like to spend money anywhere else though, Scream and Shout bundle is very easy to get. The 3 keys again can be up to 3 new cards if you save them for the right week. Please save them for the right week. You get that and 3,000 gold, which you should be able to relatively effectively, especially if you buy the gold pass, turn into at least a Series 4 card. That's stellar, right? If you buy the gold pass, you can buy one of the gold bundles with just completing weekend missions with 3 keys, and now you're getting Scream, Cannonball, potentially 3 new cards, and then potentially another new card from that extra gold bundle, and then you can almost always buy an extra card from that gold. So that's 7 new cards for $100. I don't know. That seems like amazing value to me. From there, we have the Lethal Allure bundle. That is Thena for 178%. That one is just 9,000 tokens is a lot, right? That's simple enough. You're not getting potentially 7 new cards here. You're going to potentially get Thena, right? A Series 5 card with the tokens, Series 4 card with the tokens. There's a little bug flying, excuse me. And then you're going to use the 3,000 gold with whatever gold pass with whatever else to get 1 or 2 new cards. So that's about 5 new cards for your $100, significantly worse than the Scream and Shout. That one for me is about tied. The extra 9% keeps it just above the Gore bundle, but 6,000 tokens, 6,000 gold is a lot, y'all. Kill them with Cuteness Gore bundle for $100, 169%. If I was saving my gold for like Sanctum and really going off with that, then I think I would put the Kill Them with Cuteness over 6,000 tokens. I would just get Gore and then get whatever freaking Series 5 card I thought was meta that I didn't have, and I think that's pretty good. Next up, we have the Phoenix Force bundle, which I think is just absolutely great. The Phoenix, $15 for basically season pass value, 1,000 credits, 1,500 gold. You love to see it. That's just such an easy buy if you have any interest in playing Phoenix Force. Obviously, if you're not going to play Phoenix Force, skip it. But if you have any interest in trying out Phoenix Force decks, if you like Jet, check it out. We finish off with the Shuffling Sharpshooter, which is a $50 bundle for Bullseye. This is the lowest one. This is the only one that appears because I think Bullseye with 3,000 tokens, 2,500 gold, you can assemble the full Bullseye deck, especially since MODOK is now Series 3. The Bullseye deck is a meta deck. Assembling that for $50 is not half bad. Because again, you just buy Dakin and then you just have to save keys for Frigga or use your gold to turn it into enough tokens to get Frigga, and then you can get Dakin another way. And you should be able to pull this off, assuming you can work, assuming you play intelligently and use your resources intelligently. That's it for today. Later on today or tomorrow, we will have a podcast coming out with the great Kidley-chan and Kier Nimbus, both on that show. And in addition to that podcast, we will also be delivering to you a Twitch front page with 1 million giveaways tomorrow. So make sure you check that out, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for more, or later for more Snap Take. Peace.